Honest to you, when he come back again, I was like, man, I feel scared.
President Trump, border czar Tom Homan, and the highest-ranking members of Immigration and Customs Enforcement say they're only targeting violent criminals during these initial deportations.
Hey y'all, it's Destiny, and if you saw my latest video on this situation, President Trump is cracking down on illegal immigrants in America. He's working as hard as possible to deport as many people as he can that are here illegally. Now with this knowledge, you will see in this video that Chicago neighborhoods are turning into ghost towns. Let's check it out.
Promises made, promises kept, with President Trump taking immediate action on his top campaign focus, fighting illegal immigration. From coast to coast, ICE agents going city to city, sometimes door to door, tracking down the nearly 1.5 million undocumented set for deportation. And as ICE closes in on migrants, once vibrant Chicago neighborhoods are now turning into ghost towns. And tonight we are taking you to a neighborhood that has gone silent.
Look, I said from day one, no one's off the table.
The Trump administration setting out to execute what it has promised.
We arrested 1,300 people. Over 1,000 of them were criminals.
Immigration and Customs Enforcement operations reportedly underway in jurisdictions all across the nation. Federal agents have been spotted in many sanctuary cities carrying out these operations.
I hope the sanctuary cities come around.
The usually bustling and vibrant streets of this Hispanic neighborhood in Chicago sit relatively empty because of the concerns over ICE.
So federal agents are targeting sanctuary cities, and the Trump administration even said they will start to prosecute deportation obstructors, which makes cities like this ghost towns.
Welcome to Mesquite Restaurant, sir.
This little taqueria, like most in the Pilsen neighborhood, is owned and operated by immigrants. The Cruz family, who in 1994 made the long journey from Mexico City to Chicago to grow their little taco stand into a thriving restaurant.
We got tacos, we got breakfast, chilaquiles.
This American dream is one thousands of migrants are striving for when they cross the southern border. But the drastic shutdown of illegal immigration is a campaign promise the majority of American voters are expecting Donald Trump to make good on.
Honest to you, when he come back again, I was like, man, I feel scared.
President Trump, border czar Tom Homan, and the highest-ranking members of Immigration and Customs Enforcement say they're only targeting violent criminals during these initial deportations.
So of course they said they are only targeting violent criminals for the deportations, but it makes me wonder if that's actually true, because in my last video that I did, you did hear about teachers having students withdraw from classes. One teacher even had ICE go to the school and they wanted to take the children. So I definitely think it's more to it.
News Nation has seen what these operations look like. I rode along and conducted early morning raids with ICE agents when they arrested men from Iraq and Belize, convicted criminals who spent prison time for robbery and gun charges.
I'm not a criminal. I'm a good guy. I pay my taxes. I do everything right. You know what's going to happen to me? They're going to grab me too. You know, they're not going to check right now.
We've seen examples of resistance throughout Hispanic neighborhoods, including these signs instructing immigrant men and women to push back and block federal agents from entering their homes. But the reality is, new polling shows 65% of Americans strongly support deporting immigrants convicted of violent crimes. That includes Horacio Aguilera, an Iraq War veteran and Mexican-American police officer. He voted for Trump and wants mass deportations of criminals to carry on as quickly as possible.
So this man does agree that if you are an illegal resident and you are committing crimes, he does think those people should be deported.
A lot of Hispanic Americans, there was also a rise that voted for Trump. I think 9 out of 10 people that are living here in America, Chicago, Illinois, are going to agree that if you're an illegal resident and you are arrested for committing a crime, prosecuted for committing a crime, and you are an illegal resident, you are subject to deportation.
The so-called mass deportations have not been carried out in Chicago like people once believed. But that hasn't stopped local and state leaders from sounding the alarm and strengthening local codes which reinforce the city's sanctuary status.
We should stand up for them. That is the right thing to do. But he's trying to tear things down.
Governor, what's your response to people who might say that Democrats are the one sowing chaos, confusion, and fear-mongering when talking about mass deportations that haven't even happened in Chicago?
What are you talking about? They are literally threatening people all across the country. How can you say that we're overreacting somehow? We're not.
So as you can see, this governor does not believe what's happening is right. He thinks it's wrong. They're threatening people. And he does not believe anybody is overreacting.
The Trump administration is vowing to investigate and prosecute local and state officials who stand in the way of what the federal government is doing. Natasha?
Yeah, Alex, with that tonight, thank you.
So as you can see, they are going to start prosecuting people who do stand in the way of what ICE is trying to do. And according to the pie chart that they did have on this video, it looks like a lot more Americans do agree with what's happening right now. And my only question is, what is the process of finding out who is legal versus who is illegally here? In my latest video on this situation, you did hear how they did detain somebody who is an American. Is it going to get to a point where every single person is going to have to prove that they are supposed to be here? But y'all gotta let me know what you think about the situation. Thank y'all so much for watching, and if there's any new updates, I will definitely do another video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will definitely see you in the next one.
Just yesterday, we saw about 1,000 arrests by ICE, and just for context, in 2024, under the last year of the Biden administration, there was a daily average of about 312 arrests, so definitely an increase there. They targeted those with warrants. We also saw the DEA, ATF, and FBI assist as the Trump administration is looking to get more to help Border Patrol and ICE agents. And we saw it happen in Chicago, Denver, Houston, Miami, and San Antonio, right in that border state of Texas.
If you're a United States citizen and you are detained by Immigration and Customs Enforcement, ICE, then you need to contact a civil rights attorney. Your constitutional and civil rights have been violated. You don't go to an immigration attorney, you go to a civil rights attorney. The constitutional amendments which would have been violated start with the 4th Amendment, protection against unlawful search and seizure, the 5th Amendment, due process, the 14th Amendment, equal protection clause, the 6th Amendment, right to counsel. So these are all constitutional issues and civil rights issues, so you have to contact a civil rights attorney.
Atmosphere in one Chicago neighborhood after ICE raids and rumor of raids is having a chilling effect. A restaurant owner in Little Village says business is down 60%.
We're not seeing people from our community. We're really not seeing people, locals.
Laura Gutierrez tells us the community is hurting.
It's heartbreaking because our little village, we are one within each other. We stand with them. We're nothing without them, with Little Village at the end of the day. And Little Village is everybody who lives here.
It's not just one side or the other. It's not just affecting one group and not another. It is a ripple effect that is trickling down into so many other demographics.
Another restaurant along 26th Street is seeing more drive-through and deliveries. Christina Gonzalez says the slowdown in business is impacting workers and their families.
You're talking about hundreds and hundreds of families, and it's not just families, it's the multi-generational of these families.
Business owners encourage people to show support for the community by coming to Little Village to eat and shop to make up for those workers and patrons who are fearful and are staying home.